Hello, welcome to the Citrus Garden. If you're new here, my name is Christina. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. It's great to see you. This is a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Doesn't matter where it is in your chart. If you have Aries, there may be a message in here for you. So Aries, I was getting a few messages coming in before I got started. The first one being the golden hour. Which sort of describes, like in photography, the first or like the last hour before sunset when the light is just golden, and also the first hour after sunrise. I feel like for you it's more so coming in as like the last hour before sunset, the golden hour before sunset, which is interesting. So there's all this like gold energy. The reason why this is like such a special time is because the lighting is so great. That's why photographers take a lot of photos during the golden hour. It's like the colors become more vibrant. It's also coming through with the song Golden Hour by Jake. I can't not think of that song if Golden Hour comes up. So that there may be a message in that song for you. And there was one more message coming in. I was sort of getting like this energy of like the West card, which is in this Elementals deck. I'm not using this one today. Maybe I will. We'll see. The energy of West, which is coming through as completion. Like it completing something. So like I feel like finishing a cycle, maybe. You're ending a cycle, especially with that sort of golden hour sunset energy, like the sun is setting on something for you. And I feel like there's, but it feels like a really positive kind of change. And there was also this message of being like having traveled a very long road to this ending. It's like you could have taken a faster road, but I feel like you chose perhaps like almost like a slow and steady kind of energy, Aries, which is really interesting because that's not really typically associated with Aries energy, but that's what's coming through. It might not have been slow, but it feels like the road was longer, if that makes sense. The road was longer. Interesting. Debilitated discomfort. So interesting. As I was saying with that energy of like taking a longer road, Aries, because so this card comes up when it's kind of like in astrology and in like the astrological charts, it talks about like placements that are not favorable, right? That are not like really strong placements. So maybe you have Aries in a placement that's not very strong or something like that. It's not quite coming through like that though. I feel like it's more so like perhaps an area where So the challenge of this card, okay, hold on. You have a lot to contribute. The long-term benefits will be worth your efforts. Learn and listen rather than assert yourself and your opinions. Use your strength and leadership skills to support and center another person or project. Pass the ball to someone who is in position to run with it. Back up a leader. Do the work behind the scenes and bolster the team. If you're not ready to do this work, you can pass that ball and leave the field, but consider redefining your idea of success. Stay here and you can grow needed skills, expand your repertoire and contacts, and build up trust among others who can help you in the future. Everything you learn, all the contacts you make, prepare you for when it is your turn. The challenge here is whether you're an artist among the engineers or a linebacker among the ballerinas, you may struggle to apply your talents in this situation. In these moments, it's easy to slip into self-pity and self-doubt. The gift of this card is that you are being challenged to grow in ways you can't predict. You're being asked to diversify, stretch, and strengthen your weak muscles. Only you can decide if it's time to take that challenge, but this experience also encourages you to love yourself in the quiet moments and to appreciate what you bring to the table even when nobody else notices. Okay, Aries, so there's this energy here of like your strengths versus your weaknesses, and perhaps there's something about feeling like maybe your strengths are not being noticed, or there's maybe your weaknesses are being highlighted as well. That could also be part of it. Like areas where you don't feel strong or confident. So it's kind of coming through as the challenge as being like, are you going to grow in this space, or is this something that you pass to, like you move on from? That's how it's coming through. Discomfort. Ascendant. Entrance. So that would represent the rising. So maybe you are an Aries rising. How do you see the world? Take a long look at the assumptions and presumptions through which you filter your experience of reality. Really look at how your privilege, trauma, or certain attributes of your history can distort the reality of the moment. Do what you can to dismantle those obstructions so you can see the whole view. Open that aperture. Interesting. Over time, your reputation is built on what you do and not how you look. Okay, Aries, I feel like this is like a really important sort of like decision point for you of like how you're going to move forward. It feels like there is sort of like an opening up energy, because as well with like just like the colors of these cards, because I was talking about the golden hour where there's like a very specific window of time is how it's coming through, where the colors become more vibrant, right? Versus this. So it's kind of like maybe finding like a sweet spot is how it's coming through. Yeah, because now this is looking like the clock, and it's also pointing west as well, right? That's really interesting. There's something about west which is really important for you. I don't know, because one of the directions, it feels kind of like maybe there's something west of you. I don't know. Maybe west is a direction that you're going in. I have no idea what that means though for you specifically. Could just also just represent the completion energy that I was mentioning before. I'm seeing almost like a dial turning. Like it's like a dial turning and it becomes more open and letting more light in. It could also be related to clock. There's really something about time here that's coming in. Time. Well, it's kind of okay. So now I'm seeing like a minute clock, like like a clock, there's a minute hand and the hour hand, right? Minute obviously moves faster. The hour one moves so slowly that you don't notice necessarily the changes. There's something about that, because we were talking about a long road. I feel like what's ahead might be a long road for you, Aries, is kind of how it's coming through. Or that you've completed that is how it's feeling. But there may be something about like the changes not being very evident right away. Like it's not like the minute hand, it's more like the hour hand. The changes are going to be slower. So if you're looking at the clock, you might not see the changes. But if you like look at the clock, you tell what time it is, then you look away, you do your other stuff, and then you look back at the clock, obviously there's a change there, right? It's kind of coming through like that. Like it's like watching water boil, right? It's something like that. Like it happens slower or feels slower if you're watching it. It could be that kind of energy as well. There is change, but it's slow. Well, there you are, Aries. There you are. Act. And Leo at the bottom of the deck, shine. Interesting. Aries asks you to remember your personal fire, your reasons for being alive. It pumps up the volume on your life force. Its energy is raw, exhilarated, direct, rude, passionate, and looking for a challenge. Use your wisdom to focus this raw power and give it a goal. Aries is the cardinal fire sign whose fresh, brash enthusiasm is symbolized by a headstrong ram. It rules the head and imbues initiation, new beginnings, spontaneity, rebellion, and rebirth. Yeah. Very direct is what's coming through. But it's coming through with a lot of fire, especially with Leo at the bottom. Perhaps there is some sort of action you're needing to take, or like do something that's very Aries. The energy is moving west though, because it's again, we're out of Mercury retrograde, but for today it does look like the movement of the cards is going this way, right? It's moving this way towards something that's like maybe an area or like an environment maybe where you would feel uncomfortable, like you're out of place, or your strengths would not necessarily be understood here. Interesting. Your strength, Aries, whatever that means to you, your strength, what you are good at, might not necessarily be understood in this context, whatever this energy is for you. We're going to get more cards on what that is. Accidents increase when you are in a hurry, rushing through a project, or impatiently distracted. This flammable temperament can spark inspiration or spark a conflagration. Is that how you say that? Proceed with caution. Yeah. Aries marks the beginning of spring in the northern hemisphere. After a long, dark winter, the dead landscape comes alive. Plants that were shorn of leaves or dormant now breathe new life. This is a brave miracle, and it can be your miracle. Feel the flowing inner force, trust this divine direction, and summon the courage to begin. Okay, Aries. I feel like you're being asked to be more like yourself here. But there's something here about like completing something, or moving towards some sort of something that you've been working towards. Maybe there's... Okay, I'm going to get more cards on the debilitated discomfort. What is that energy? Maybe that's not yours. That might not be yours. I don't know. We'll see. Carrot. Opportunity or windfall. That's under the debilitated. So there's some sort of opportunity to grow here is what it's coming through with. An opportunity for growth. Chair empty in career. Someone is leaving your life. Dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Is there a dark man who's leaving your life? It could be. What's the debilitated discomfort? Hand. In need of help, assistance, and guidance. Interesting. Maybe there's somebody here. So it doesn't... Could be dark man. I don't know. Someone with dark hair or complexion. Perhaps there's somebody who needs help. Needs your help, Aries. And that's your opportunity. The hand card to me doesn't necessarily... Like, it's like, I feel like maybe it could be like there may be difficulty in asking for help. Somebody who has a difficulty asking for help. Ascendant entrance. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Well, that's positive. Maybe that's part of your energy, Aries. Also, feel free to flip this if it's not resonating. It is general, so just take what resonates. Too much concern with sexual matters, the rabbit. The nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. I feel like maybe, Aries, your priorities are all over the place, it looks like. You have celebration, fun, enjoyment. Too much concern with sexual matters. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Those are all very unrelated things. And a younger man, interesting. Dealings or relationship with a younger man. Ladder, climbing towards success. Okay, Aries, I feel like you have a lot that you want to do. But it's like you have so you're coming through as the younger man energy. And there's a dark man. It doesn't necessarily have to be, so it doesn't have to necessarily even be men. It's coming through as masculine energy. In terms of like taking action on things, like making a lot of decisions. Perhaps this has to do with a career or success or like building a life or whatever it is for you. So what I'm seeing for this, Aries, is that I feel like you have a lot of different goals that maybe feel kind of like unrelated. Well, not that's unrelated. That's all about like your experience, but it feels like maybe there's like like a need to be a bit more focused. I feel like there's some sort of opportunity here. Someone who is in need of help, and this is your opportunity. This is a potential for opportunity. I feel like maybe they're feeling kind of out of place. Rooster. Arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay. Spiritual guidance. Protection from harm. Maybe that's how they're seeing you, Aries. No offense. I feel like why is this person feeling uncomfortable, right? It's kind of coming through as being like, maybe they think that you're a person that they shouldn't cross. Maybe a bit cocky as well. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. So the box, you will receive a gift. And the vase, secret admirer. Sorry, Aries, lots of distractions. So, I feel like there's a person that you're dealing with. Meeting with a stranger could be. Somebody who I feel like is in a position where they are in need of assistance. Perhaps they lost their job or something. Career chair empty, or is leaving their job, or whatever it is. That perhaps they're older than you. It kind of feels like for you, Aries, that like they have, either you have something for them, or they have something for you. But there's like some sort of like dynamic here where I feel like they feel uncomfortable in approaching you for some reason. I don't necessarily, well, maybe it is that they think you're cocky or arrogant or boastful, maybe. It just feels kind of like they're not approaching. There's some sort of like but it's coming out with secret admirer. It's coming out with secret admirer. I feel like this person admires you. And maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know what that is. I don't know how much time we're at because I had to stop the video. Who is this dark man? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. It's an opportunity. It's a new beginning. Four of Cups. That's the debilitated energy. Perhaps you're not seeing this person. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like you're seeing this person. Five of Cups, Nine of Wands, Page of Cups. That doesn't look to me like it's like... Maybe they're not on your radar? I don't know. There's distance there for sure. Why is this an opportunity for Aries? Well, it would be to like complete something, right? Three of Cups, Eight of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. I feel like maybe, Aries, you would bring more fun into this person's life. You would bring more fun into this person's life with the celebration, Three of Cups, Eight of Wands. Five of Swords. All the tough fives are out. Well, are there any good fives? You have Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Five of Cups. Five of Wands is what's missing here. I don't know, Aries. This is weird energy. Two Pentacles. Maybe you're being asked to change your perspective on something or situation, or perhaps a person. The energy feels very scattered, Aries. It's like all over the place. I don't see any like connecting lines here. I feel like there's more focus that's needed. More focus. A clear direction. A clear direction is how it's coming through. Maybe you need to travel west for something. I don't know. Maybe this person lives west of you. Seven of Swords. What is going on? I don't like this energy. The Moon at the bottom of the deck. Maybe someone's offering you an opportunity, but this does not feel right to me. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Should Aries take this opportunity? Oh, okay. Wow. Six of Wands, the Devil, Justice, Death, and the Strength card. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo. Interesting. So I said, should Aries take this opportunity? That looks like a yes to me. There's four majors and a Six of Wands, which is success, right? Maybe you're seeing an opportunity. There's an opportunity around you, perhaps having to do with career or like somebody who's needing assistance with something. But like the way that you see it is like, this is a mess. It has nothing to do with what I'm focused on at the moment. I don't know. It just feels kind of like you're not seeing this as an opportunity, Aries, when it is. I feel like actually it would be very fulfilling to you. That's interesting. Justice, death, the devil. 6 of Wands. This devil card, I actually read the description of it recently, because it has been coming up a lot. It talks about overcoming your fear. So maybe there's some sort of fear here about like whatever this opportunity is. Perhaps in terms of career, but maybe it's something where it's like you would have to drive a far away distance, or it would be like a huge like time or something commitment where it's like, I don't know, maybe that's something that you have to consider. Feels like maybe it's like distance or investment or energy or something like that. And that's perhaps what's making you hesitant about it. It would be sort of like, I don't know. Or it's just very different, maybe. Three of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. Okay, I feel like you would have a lot to give, Aries, in this situation, and maybe that's where the hesitation is. It feels like the other would be more receiving and you would be giving. Maybe that's part of the hesitation, or like the I don't know. The Empress at the bottom of the deck. Excuse me. Interesting. So it could be career, but it feels like maybe that's not what you're focused on. Maybe this is an opportunity in your career, but that's not what you're focused on. So it kind of feels like you're focused on like other things in your life. Celebration and fun, maybe. Maybe, Aries. And being comfortable. Interesting. So you have 3 of these. I'm not going to read all 3. Nourish the shadow, we've seen before. Immense growth, keep trying. I'm going to read the immense growth. Okay. Vulture. Vulture comes to speak to us about the wisdom of the sacredness of suffering. In Buddhism, the first noble truth is that all life involves suffering. It is not something to be escaped, but to be accepted. Only when we accept this law of our existence are we able to transmute and grow from suffering. Vulture sustains her life by living off that which is dead. She does not interfere by bringing a quicker death to her prey. Instead, she allows it to endure what it must, and its suffering ends in its natural time. This mirrors back to us the importance of patience. There's a profound lesson in the name of the turkey vulture, Cathartis aura, which means golden purifier. There's a golden energy again. They indeed purify the landscapes by removing decomposing carcasses that could spread disease and harmful bacteria. In the same way, vulture cleanses the land, suffering purifies the heart from and removes the veils of ego. Suffering comes in 2 forms. Both are meant for growth. The first form is afflicted upon us and out of our control. The second form is self-inflicted, created from the attachments and illusions of our ego. Whatever form your own suffering takes, you must first accept it. When we resist the pain, when we resist aspects of ourselves we do not like, when we resist rejection, We perpetuate self-inflicted suffering. It is only when we accept it that pain begins to do what it was meant to do, transform us. This is the genius alchemical property behind acceptance. It transmutes. Vulture's medicine asks you to understand that pain, suffering, and trauma hold an energetic power. It is your choice whether you allow that power to attack you or to transmute its energy into your greatest asset. If you choose the latter, within you a hidden gift will be revealed far greater than all your pain. Interesting, Aries. Maybe you're avoiding suffering. Perhaps that's it. Like, because all of the cards that I pulled in order to like look at this opportunity was all just like energies that perhaps there's something there that you're trying to avoid. It feels uncomfortable to you because it might be something where it's like it's not a strength of yours. It's not a strength of yours. So there would be discomfort in learning that energy, but that's where the growth is coming in. It's kind of coming through as being like you would have to suffer some sort of growth pain or something like that, that maybe that is what you've been avoiding. But this feels like a very powerful opportunity for you, Aries, to nourish the shadow, to overcome some sort of fear, to bring like balance and change into your life. So interesting. I'm going to leave it there, Aries. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.